I'm too sensitive.
Hello. Good evening, or good morning, or happy time zone, wherever it is for you. I'm feeding my Snorlax really fast, but here, let me switch over to the right scene before I forgot. Hey, Lapras, how you doing? I have been slacking on Snorlax this week. I think I'm not gonna play Pokemon Sleep next week because it's like stressing me out. Which is like I've been avoiding going to bed because I don't want to have to deal with my phone to deal with Snorlax. So I think Pokemon Sleep is done so for me. Um, but anyway, it's Christmas Eve. Merry Crisis. Um, I'm packing stickers. I have a lot of stickers to pack. We'll see if I did my math correctly. Oh, yeah. Very cool. You're welcome to talk about that in chat. I don't think we have anybody who's like very gung-ho against spoilers or anything, so. And if they are, they can speak up, but I don't mind hearing about it. So feel free to ramble onwards. Is there something else I was gonna say? Oh, I wanted to type the message too. I added new bit alerts. And by new bit alerts, I mean I added some bit alerts. We just had the like, oh, I didn't change the work text either. I should do that. Look who thought that she was so prepared and then started and realized 35 things she didn't do. That's just classic, if we're being honest. You want to open the frickin' folder? Thank you. Goodness gracious. Like, girl, I know you're chugging, but get with it. That is both to me and my laptop. I'm just gonna write this funny because it amuses me. Stickers. There we go. But I did add new bit alerts. And by new, like I said, there are actually bit alerts now. We just had like the little post-it that comes out before, just like with follows and stuff like that. So yeah, hey Grim! Merry Crisis! Like that. Perfect. Thank you for bringing that up, Grim. That was exactly perfect for an example. So I have these with the stickers for follows and subscriptions and stuff like that. And I do also have those for bit alerts, but I added some that have sounds and videos and fancy things. And I'm going to write these down before I forget. What all did I do? I did that. Oh, 69 too, because of course I did. You have to do the meme numbers. It's required. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to use somebody else's emote there. That's fine. Okay. And I'm going to pin that because that's a thing that people do, I guess. Not that anybody, like, ever reads the pinned post. Girl, work with me here, buddy. Hello? Hello? Sometimes the Streamlabs chat acts, like, really weird and slower than it should. You want to actually pin the thing? There you go, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. And I would like you to not unpin, please. Thank you. Did you save that? You did. Excellent. All right. So, nobody ever reads the pinned alert, but it's fine. I'm going to put it there anyway because it'll make me feel better. But we're packing stickers because my thought was like, that's basically like packing on Christmas Eve, right? Like wrapping your last gifts or whatever to shove under the tree. In my family, I'm not religious, so I don't go to the evening services, which is where my brother is right now. So I always stay home and stuff the stockings. That's my job. So this is basically like me doing stuffing stockings, except it's not actually religious and it's actually work, but that's fine. Oh yeah, Combi is a pain in the butt. And you're doing all of them in Scarlet Violet, right? I'm assuming. Because I remember doing Combee and Friend Safari, and that thing was so mean to me. Specifically going for female. And then tomorrow, sorry, I'm like jumping around all over the place. You guys are getting me at a new time of day today, so you can see just how much worse my mental faculties deteriorate over the day. So we're doing like wrapping tonight, and then tomorrow I'm doing another stream and we'll be playing with my new present. So I thought that was kind of like a nice kind of Christmassy vibe without being super Christmassy. So it'll feel Christmassy to me, but I don't need to make it super religious, which I'm good with. Like, that makes me more comfortable. So tonight and then tomorrow afternoon for me, so 1:30 my time, which is 2:30 Pacific, and oh no, math. And 5:30 Eastern. I did it. But yeah, I need to start doing these so that I can list them in my shop. I've already taken product photos for them that I think are pretty good. I might revisit that at some point, but we'll see. And theoretically, I've printed out enough backings. I had to do math for it, so we'll see. I actually did the math on stream last time. Like, I had already done this and had the sheet somewhere that was not accessible, so I did it again in my head. And we'll see. Do I feel like I had something else to bring up, and I don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. It'll come back or it won't. So I'm really anal. I could end the sentence there, but I will continue it. I'm really anal about how I package stickers. So for all of my stickers, I put a little piece of tape so that they stay on the backing board in a way that I find attractive. Yeah, exactly. There is one thing I'm going to change. So for all of my previous sticker designs, I have put the name of the sticker and I've written it in pencil on the backing board. I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want to. And I don't think it really adds anything, if I'm being honest. So the last batch was the last one to have the written thing. We're gonna just go with it because I feel like the designs are clear enough and my filing system is clear enough because I redid my filing system. You want to see how insane I am? Of course you do. That's why you're here. So I have 2 of these card collector boxes. That are made for trading cards, to store trading cards. Yeah, I know you are, but look at this. So I have 2 boxes, one for the 3x5 stickers and one for the 3x3.5. And they all have little tabs on them that have the sticker name. And I have these little acrylic boards that I'm using as dividers. And they're in alphabetical order based on the sticker name. And also they're color-coded in by Pride colors. Just because that's what I had. So I had purple and pink and blue, and I was like, you know, it would be great and would bring me so much joy. I will hydrate in just a moment. Oh, I also added a new sound for stretchy. So we'll get that hopefully here. Once that one's done, it should pop up. Yeah. I just thought it was a funny sound. I do think I need to move that alert box since I changed what kind of alerts I was doing. So let me do that before I forget. It should be in here. That one I need to add one. I actually saved one specifically. Let me move this and then I will think about other things because I can only do one thing at a time. She has some brain faculties and she knows her own limits. Look at it. Oh my god. I know you're chugging. Can we just do that? No, you're going to not set it down where I told you to. That's great. Thank you. Okay, you're set down. I think that maybe you need to be a little smaller, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. And if I do that, no. Okay. Hydrate. I should add something for the little treat too. For now, I was thinking adding like a GIF. I know you hate the way I say that. GIF of the set sprites holding the sugar candies, because that's what I have as my little treat. So here's Sippy. Slurp, slurp. I do it just to annoy you. That's not true. If you've noticed, I mix up how I say it now, which I think is even worse. So you either get GIF or GIF, and there is no way of telling which one is going to come out of my mouth. And I think that's worse, if I'm being honest. Say something nice about myself. I think that I'm doing a great job about acronyms and what they stand for do not necessarily combine their pronunciations. I just want to throw that out there. I got distracted. What was I saying? Compliment, what was it? I think I'm doing a really good job of adapting my holiday routines to be something that I really like. And yeah, so it's pronounced Yif. Let's just go with that and annoy everyone. It's Yif now. But I think I'm doing a really good job of adapting my own holiday routines in a way that honors the past but doesn't make me incredibly sad. So I think that's a good thing that I'm doing. And I will take another sippy. And I will grab a treat in just a second here. With stretchies. But yeah. I thought of something really mean to say and it didn't come out of my mouth, which is good. It's late night, so I am like very much a have a lot of time at the end of the day person to myself. So usually like right after dinner, I brush my teeth and I get in bed. So you guys are having late night Katie time. Okay, I need to do that. Treat. That's what I'm forgetting. And I should clear out my reward queue before I forgot. Okay. Boop. Complete. There we go. Okay, I'm getting a treat. I'm getting a green treat. That's in my mouth. I'll crunch it at some point, so ye be warned. Lapras, tell me what you were changing the gender stuff to. Because you mentioned it. And then you didn't explain. Ooh, nice. Nice. And 'tis the way. Exactly. So one thing I'm going to say is that we're going to be using a lot of cello bags for this. I don't think it's going to trip the mic because it's far enough away from my face. It'll be okay. But if that gets really annoying, let me know and I can add another filter onto the mic. The name is always the hardest part, always. But also something that's really annoying, and I know a lot of other artists who use these struggle with, is they have these little plastic thingy-maboppers over the adhesive, and I have a trick for keeping those from being quite as annoying. So we're gonna set that up. It's like so low tech. I just used the tape that I'm going to use to tape the stickers onto the backing boards. And I cut a piece and then just kind of like... Oh, it's so curly today. What are you doing? Thank you for making this difficult when I'm being recorded. And I just kind of like use a little piece to have it lay down with the adhesive up. And then I just stick those little things onto the tape. And then they don't fly everywhere because they're really staticky, which is a pain in the butt if you live in Alaska where there's winter. Because that gets even worse, so. Yeah, Grim can tell you this. Grim has forced me to go through multiple character creators. I never know what anything means ever. I also don't like making decisions, but... Do you guys want to pick what sticker we do first? Would that be fun for you, or should I just pick one and start going? Because we are going to be looking at them for a while, so. Okay, I will show you. So we have, I'm just starting to cut little pieces of tape to stick them onto the backing boards. We have bags. We have a sparkly stellar sea lion, which you guys have seen before. The light on this is going to be something because it is full on black dark outside. We have a tummy trouble survivor patch for all of my tummy trouble bitches. We have, let's see, let's go with Rattholomew next. We have the little rat with the rain cloud and a mushroom umbrella. We have the terrarium that we did recently that is also sparkly. This one shines real pretty. I like it. And then we have two booty designs. We have a Mothman with a booty. And we have the Big Booty Gengar that we did on stream last month. Boop, boop. So if anybody has an opinion, feel free to fire away. Oh, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I think you did a good job with it. For the sparkles. Which sparkles? There's more than one. The terrarium sparkles, the Gengar sparkles, or the sea lion also has sparkles. Those ones are a bit more subtle because of how dark the color is, but the most sparkles. I feel like Gengar isn't the most per inch, but it is the most sparkly. I think most per inch would be the terrarium. But I do think the Gengar one is most obvious. For sure. So we can start with that one. Unless that's not what you meant. Yeah, it's a hard decision. See, usually what I do, because I don't know, I have a whole bunch of rules that I made up for interacting with the universe. Which, hello, neurodivergency. I would go with the ones that have the most to start out with, so that it feels like I did all of the hard work at the start, and then it feels faster. But those are all the boring ones that don't have sparkles in them, so. Because those, the minimum order for their plain glossy is 50, and the minimum for the sparkles is 25. And I got the minimums because I'm still baby. So, let's do Gengar then. Just because why not? Let me put these other ones away before I make a mess. Well, I say before as if I haven't already made a mess just by existing, because that's how I work. Okay, the bag for the Stellar Sea Lion one is like annoying, so I think I'm gonna do him next just because I'm tired of putting them back in the bag because the bag is obnoxious. Because it's funny shaped, because I made a funny shaped sticker, which is valid, I guess. It makes sense. Oh, that is picking up like a lot, huh? We'll see. Or maybe my computer is chugging and that isn't actually accurate. Okay. Moving things out of the way. Oh, I also have tea. I did a mix that I call Sweet Mint, which is peppermint and vanilla rooibos. It's delicious. I also put like a lot of sugar in it because I can. I'm in charge of my own body most of the time. Okay. I had more than 25 of these. Did I didn't bring out the thing that I wrote in, so that's fine. We can recount because I am going to save a couple of them out of the packaging for photos. Different photos, like filming reels. 31. Hi, lady. Y'all are trying to ensure that I pee with like 30 minutes in a stream, huh? Yeah, it should be 30. And I said 32, 31, something like that. All right. Sippy. Slurp. Accomplished. I did not cut out the amount of tape that I need right off. What I really need is like a tape roller that doesn't have a serrated edge. Like, because I don't like the serrated edge. Yeah, I figured, so like, obviously my Christmas last year did not go great. So, oh, I'm doing this on the wrong size. I want to do it on this one. I'm existing. I'll say that. But yeah, I figured either I'm going to be like the Chinese restaurant that's open on Christmas, or yeah, I know it's late for sure. Or I'm giving other people who want to avoid the bad vibes a place to hang. Oh yeah, go do that. And definitely get your rest. And yeah, if I had any sanity, I would definitely give it to you. I don't know that I do, but you can have what I have. So because I cut all of these backing boards myself, and I'm a human person, they're not all straight, which is a thing. But that's how I package stickers. Wasn't that really exciting for you to see? You're seeing behind the scenes, real time. I use the same size bag for both of the backing boards. These are 3x5 bags. And so far I only have, for these ones anyway, I just have the 2 size backing boards. So one is 3 inches by 3.5, which is this one, and the other one is 3x5. So I am in fact a human person who does things sometimes, as my Instagram bio said for like a decade. A human person who does things sometimes. That's me. Oh my god. Hey, delinquent, how you doing? Good to see you. I think the sound alert for this is so funny, and I love it so much. I'm really pleased with myself. I don't have to imagine. I am. All right, taking another sip. Taking another stretch. Oh, my back just popped. Okay. Oh, so I haven't set up stream this late before, right? So I started setting stuff up and I went to go get my tea set up. And I saw like these two huge eyes staring back at me from the window outside that goes into our backyard. And I was like, oh my God, what's looking at me? It was the reflection of the ring light, and it scared the bejesus out of me. I was like, oh my God, Krampus has finally come for me. This is it. Nope, that's just something that I had complete control over. I did take a photo of it, so I'll probably make a haha funny post about it later, but... And not only is there a Grim in here, there's a Grim with power in here because they're a mod. So not only do they let anybody in here, sometimes they give them a sword. I should remember to clear my rewards queue again before I forget. Because I always open it and then... I don't know that that's equivalent. Thank you, Lapras! That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. Okay, there we go. Gosh, my brain is just... It's not online, but that's normal. I have mentioned that if people abuse it, I will put a timer on it. I did actually drink enough water today, for the record. I also had some electrolytes earlier because it's getting cold. Welcome back, lady. How'd it go? I did just take another sip, kiddo. But I guess we will take a break once I run out of water. Get in the bag. Thank you. Oh, I'm sure.
It's Christmas.
Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler. And just for the record, lady, that is the only Christmas alert I have. So I didn't make it too intense. All right, Lapras, sleep well, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'm sure I'll hear from you tomorrow anyway. Oh, I did almost finish the thingy bopper. That's so specific, and you guys definitely know what I'm talking about. Should we see how long I can talk about this without actually saying the name and see if you guys can figure out what the hell I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. Those alerts on those things are, like, really annoying, too. So I'm sure, aside from just, like, dealing with and worrying about your pet, that's rough. Yeah, I just figured I'd mention, because one of the things that I was thinking when I was doing this, like, I could do a whole whoop-de-woo, it's Christmas thing, but I don't know, I'm not vibing with it. And I want it to be a more inclusive place, because even I get tired of it, you know? So no Christmas music, we're listening to the regular music. Also, it's that time of winter where my hands are peeling, and it's really annoying to me. Yeah, for sure. I try to think about it at least. I don't think I know that song, Kettle, and that scares me a little bit. Oh, gotcha. When I first moved up here, I worked, like, the first job I got when I was trying to, like, find friends, because I'd just been moved from the place where I've lived basically my entire life. I started working at a bookstore for the holiday season because they assured me that they didn't hire seasonal help, which was a lie, just for the record. And so obviously, because it's retail, they had Christmas music going, right? But there was one song that I heard there, a Christmas song, that I hadn't heard before in my life, which is kind of impressive because, like I said, my family's pretty religious, so I was at church, like, a lot. We went caroling, like, the whole kit and caboodle. But Can You Hear What I Hear was apparently the owner's favorite song or something, because there was, like, 35,000 versions of it, and it would play back to back with, like, 2 different versions at the same time. And I hadn't heard that song before, but God, I still fucking hate it. And it's like it's a fine song, it's a pretty song, whatever. But you hear it that many times in a row, and there's only so much you can do. I still hear, like, the first 3 notes of that, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, for sure, lady. I was looking to hang out with somebody today, like, streaming, and none of my normal people obviously are streaming. They're taking a break, which is totally valid, but I follow, like, a lot of people, and still none of my regulars, like, people that I enjoy spending time with at all were were on today, which makes sense. But it definitely did tell me that I was making the right choice by deciding to stream on like today and tomorrow. Because like it's a really lonely time of year for a lot of people. So I like being able to feel like I'm doing something, even if it's not, I don't know, changing the world or whatever. I watched Home Alone with a group of people with Libs Discord the other day, because they wanted to watch a Christmas movie. And I mentioned in there that it was Die Hard for kids, and everybody thought that was really funny and they hadn't heard it before. But that's definitely a super popular Tumblr post that I just stole the joke off of. Oh yeah, if you listen to Big Iron 35 times in a row, you're just gonna like Big Iron more. Honestly, I love Marty Robbins, like legitimately. I have a bunch of his songs on like my regular playlists. Oh, that's an alert I could do if I wanted to risk DMCA. Because there's a song by Marty Robbins. He's the person who does Big Iron, for anybody who doesn't know that. He was like a country cowboy kind of singer. But one of his songs is called Cool Water, and there's a spot in it that just goes, cool, cool water. And I think of that every time I'm thirsty, like legitimately. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, Delinquent. Okay, I'm about to crunch my candy, so it's going to be loud. Okay, candy crunched. We're safe now. I'm still really proud of that sound for the subscriber alert, because I made that myself. There's like, he has a lot of good songs. I haven't listened to them in a while, I think, because I started listening to a different playlist at the beginning of this year. Oh, I definitely got 2 backing words on that. Let's not do that, please. But I changed what playlist I normally listen to this year because I decided instead of listening to like sad girl jams all the time, I was going to listen to higher energy stuff and see if it helped my mood, and it did. I do miss my sad girl jams, but it's better for my mental health, which I hate. I hate that stupid stuff like that actually works. Oh my god, of course there's one. I was about to say I can't believe, and then I cut myself off because of course I can believe. I need to remember to tilt Gengar, otherwise he doesn't fit in the bag because he's thickums. The only problem with using the like taller bags is that getting them into the bottom of the bag is a little bit annoying, but like whatever, it's fine. I should just be putting these into the organizer that I made. That would make sense. Instead of making a weird stack that's gonna tip over. Here, you go in there. Thank you. Ooh, I need to cut more tapes. More tapes, more tapes. Normally I use my purple tape for this because it's my branding colors, but I got this other tape to like try out with painting because it's painter's tape. Hey Sparkle, how you doing? And this tape isn't as good as the purple tape for using on paper. It tears the hell out of it. if it gets wet. So this has been relegated to background tape. Wouldn't be improved by a bolt gun or a chain sword. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe Coffee Talk wouldn't do well, but yeah, we don't have any of that here, Sparkle. You're in the right place. I was thinking Coffee Talk, but there's an argument that that isn't really a video game and it's more of a graphic novel. So you could use that argument. Which spider? I'm sure you've told me already and I forget. Araquanid? Question mark? And yes, I do say question mark out loud all the time. Ariados, okay. That's a good shiny. It's purple. I do have 3 shiny Milcery I need to train up. I was just gonna get the 1, but then I was like, I don't know, I'm already here with a sandwich going. I might as well see how many I can get, and the answer was 3. Although I was in like, I see. Yeah, that would do it. No, not for Pokemans. Well, I mean, you can use fire on it, but nah, spiders are good. I know they freak people out, but I like our spooters up here. We don't have any of the scary ones though, so. But I'm definitely like, if they touch me without me realizing it, I have a tendency to overreact, which is just monkey brain. But I'm definitely the person who sees a spider in a living space and moves it to someplace that's better for it. Oh my god, Sparkle. Yeah, that's a lot. Well, good luck. I hope you can get the one you want soon. Yeah, Australia definitely has a lot of them. I grew up in Oregon, and there are some scary ones there too. There are black widows out in the east, and there's brown recluses in the west. But those are relatively rare. I did come face to face with a black widow once, but it was fine. I just backed out of the garage, and it didn't bother me. So there you go. Yeah, I grew up near Portland. You don't have to say where you grew up, just to be clear. I share that information freely. But, yeah, I lived there for like 17 years and then moved to Alaska, and I've been here ever since. Which, like, if you don't like spiders, I guess Alaska works out pretty well. But if you don't like snakes, this is a haven for you. My dad hates snakes. So he moved from someplace with no snakes to someplace with a lot of snakes. And I always make fun of him for it. Oh yeah, there's another place with a lot of snakes. Gotcha. Yeah, a little bit of a difference, at least in the temperature between your Oregon and your Florida. I've never been to Florida, though. My brother has. Multiple times, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I like Oregon. Although the place I went to school was not good for me. Which isn't good for a lot of people, but I was in like the Portland mailing address and went to a Richie Rich school. I'm not going to say which one. just because, I don't know, I feel weird about that, even though I've shared that information before. Yeah, we did. But being the poor weird kid at the rich kid school, shockingly, not very good for my mental health. But yeah, I graduated late with a 1.9 GPA, baby. And then I got to college and actually had some control over my situation, and I graduated with a 3.6. So there you go. Oh, are they rattlesnakes? At least those ones give you a warning. I mean, other snakes give you a warning too, but rattlesnakes are very obvious. Oh, I just realized that the game I was playing earlier, I left at a really weird spot, and that's going to be confusing for me later. That's okay. I was playing through Enjoy the Diner this week, which is another one that's more of a visual novel than, or what's the proper word for those? There's a word for that in video game. I don't remember what. But I want to get all of the achievements, so I needed a second playthrough, so I've been working through that. I guess if you're going to take a rattlesnake out, that's probably like the safest way for you, is to just run it over. And I'm sure it happens a lot. Up here, we really don't have too many things that are great for your car to run over. Because you can run into a moose. You won't necessarily run over the moose. People do hit, like, lynxes and stuff when they manage to come into town sometimes, but that's pretty rare. I wouldn't suggest that, Kettle, because I like you and I would like you to survive with all of your pieces. So I cannot endorse this plan. Because there have definitely been a few people who've gone up against a moose here, and it doesn't work out. Do not, Grim. We've talked about this. Although there's a moose at the zoo. Because our zoo here is a little bit funky, and almost all the animals are rescues that can't be reintroduced to the wild. So there is a moose that we have at the zoo that you can, like, sometimes touch if he lets you, but I wouldn't suggest it. Now the muskox, on the other hand, you can reach right in there and scratch them, and they love you for it. Also, sometimes they give them, like, a ball to play with, and it's really funny to watch. And sometimes there's muskox babies, and the babies are so soft. And it's great. Support your local zoos. No, Grim, don't do that. Our zoo used to have an elephant, but that was rightfully terminated. Not the elephant, the keeping of the elephant. It got sent to a zoo that had more sun, which was definitely better for it. I don't remember which zoo it went to. Maybe it was San Diego. This was a while ago, though. We also, if you feel like looking up a fun story, you can search, I believe it's Binky the polar bear, who ate a tourist once who climbed into the cage. And there's a great picture of Binky walking around with a strappy high heel dangling out of his mouth. There's a lot of tourist t-shirts of that. Yeah, the megafauna will always win. Because, like, even if you have a car on your side, sometimes you don't win the fight with the moose. I don't know about that, Kettle. actually cut these the right size this time. These bags I got are a little thinner than the ones that I was using before, and so I was really careful this time to actually cut the backing boards the right size, because if they're even just a little bit over, they won't fit, or they'll split the bag, and it's really annoying. Oh, I knew that. I can understand why you wouldn't, though. It's not exactly something common. Mm-hmm. They are very American snakes. Just like the names in and of themselves just sound really American, don't they? Oh, I still haven't made my tweets about what games I liked this year. I need to do that. There's too many things to do and not enough brain power. If we're being honest. Yeah, we don't have any snakes in Alaska either. We have plenty of other stuff to kill you, though, so. Plenty of options. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one I'm not 100% sure about, Sparkle. I would bet that it's because they can swim. For the water part. But there might be something about like their scale pattern that reminded people of beaded moccasins. That would make sense to me. Oh, that's the sentence that I never finished earlier. I did work more on the green sticker sheet today. I didn't completely finish it. I still need to finish the chameleon. And I need to do another look at the frog, but that's most of the way done. I'll probably finish that on Tuesday. Also, the color poll for the color and focus for next month is up for patrons. So if you felt like voting on that, you could become a patron right now. Tiers start at $1 a month. Well, yeah, that's fair, Kettle. And yeah, farm animals do take out a fair amount of people, but like anything in a large group will take you out, right? Why did I do that? That's not what we're doing. The Grice? What's the Grice? Tell me about the Grice. Oh yes, I'm excited for this. Because it sounds like a cryptid. Just the Grice. Yeah, Sparkle. I bet it has something to do with like beaded scales or something like that. That would be my guess anyway. That is not an uncommon naming reason. I don't remember what their patterns look like. back. Interesting. It may also be that they were really common in areas where the native tribes were, which is why they got called moccasins. I'm trying to remember the name of the tribe that's there, and I'm not pulling it up in my brain. Even though I know it, it's in there. I know it is. It's just not surfacing. Hey, hey, called it. Yeah, go for it, Sparkle. Give us snake facts. I love learning new facts. Okay, so. Oh, I see, I see. I love that. 50 to 100 feral hogs. Got it. That's wild. I do love... So I was one of those weird kids who got obsessed with Arthurian legends, right? And one of the big ones in any sort of medieval legend is some guy getting absolutely skewered by a wild boar. And one of the reasons that the boar hunting spears were different than regular spears was because you needed a hilt on them that was big enough for the pig to not gore itself on, because they would run all the way down the frickin' spear to gore you once you stabbed them. They didn't give a fuck. Oh, that's fair, Sparkle. I love it. I love that level of spite. Just like, oh, you stabbed me? I will stab you back. So I can definitely respect an animal that was like, you know what, fuck you. I'm sure that shocks everybody who knows me. Oh, I should check Cassette Beast to see if they've updated it. Which I haven't done. Yes, exactly, Kettle. And I love it. I love it. Like, ideal situation in that instance. And by ideal, I mean what I want to see. Is someone straight up pulling the sword into them with their hand and then touching the other person's face once they get up close with their blood all over their hand. Like, yes, do that. Great. A+. Dramatique. Yeah. I'm only a little feral, it's fine. Something about self-destructive behavior is great. Don't read into that too much. Please don't read into that. Yes, Kettle, do it. Do it. Oh, I thought of... Oh, that's what it was. I thought of a character idea that would be fun in D&D. I don't think it's a fun enough idea for me to actually want to play D&D. But I like coming up with character ideas. Oh yeah, Sparkle? That sticker is especially thickums. Gotcha. But I've been watching Murder, She Wrote. All of Murder, She Wrote. Although, to be fair, it's been over a couple of months. But I think it would be really fun to do, like, the same kind of concept, like a Miss Marple. I know words. Jessica Fletcher kind of vibe as a D&D investigator character. I think that would be fun. And I don't know why I always come up with characters that are just writers so that I can write everything down. It's because I'm insane personally, but that's okay. I still have notes for that other campaign I did. It's like 400 pages or something ridiculous. Because I'm ridiculous. Stay put. Oh, that's good, Sparkle. Oh, I think Tangle Tower also got a Steam update, which means that maybe it actually works on Steam Deck now. So I could replay it. Ah. Because I was thinking, like, so my other D&D character, I made a little gnome, and her name was Finn, and she wanted to be an archivist. So she was going on a trip outside of her home community because she burned down her mentor's library and needed to replace all the books. And so she had to go get books from outside the community to replace them. And that's why she was wandering around. And I originally was going to keep a journal, like, in character as Finn, and that ended up not happening because brainworms, I guess, is the short answer.
It's Christmas. Merry Crisis.
And Merry Chrysler. And, but I did take notes, like very extensive notes, and it was a thing whenever we needed to remember anything that it was like, Finn, did you write that down? Yes, I did. Of course I did. So that was fun. But I think doing like a Jessica Fletcher character where it's just like a little old lady who's gonna fuck your shit up is great. Yay! Welcome in, Fig Newton. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Bestie! If people don't follow me on Tumblr, that made no sense, and that's okay. It doesn't need to make sense. Just know that I'm sniffing you gently. Okay, we're gonna do this guy next because I don't want to put him back in his bag. Because it's annoying. But I also need to cut more tape, which is going to be the majority of this stream, if I'm honest, is going to be me cutting tape, which is really riveting content, in case you were wondering. Yeah, their stuff is so good. I think I'm actually going to message them and ask if I can use those as alerts here, because some of them are just so good. I freaking love that little autism creature. He's so great. They, he, I don't know if it's established. Probably they. They feels right. But that snug one is so good too. That's me getting in bed at the end of the day. Yeah. Just big eyes. I love them big eyes. Why is this tape so curly today? Is it because of the lack of moisture in the air? Why are you acting up? Ooh, yeah. 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 I eat the exact same breakfast every single day. Oh yeah, what was that? Sparkle, I forget. I forget what soft locked you. Sparkle is a big Pokemon person, which is where I know her from another streamer's Pokemon channel, who for the first time since I started following him isn't streaming on Christmas, which is why I'm streaming on Christmas. So yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Sparkle. Oh, that makes sense between Alchemist and Brogue. Ah. Oh, cartographer sounds so fun. I'm such a nerd. I also love forensic investigator. That's cool. How complicated are Pathfinder rules? How much math do I have to do? Because I don't know. I like coming up with ideas. I don't like executing ideas for the most part. No, I have played exactly one D&D campaign, and actually my DM was in chat earlier. Did we play 5e? I think we played 5e. And that's the only D&D game I've ever played. I've played World of Darkness once, but that was like a long, long time ago. And that also was not the best experience in my life, so... I did full-on write World of Darkness campaigns and sell them for a bit, though. Because those are like, the rules are all squishy. So if I can convince somebody to let me do something, it's all Gucci. Oh, Fig Newton, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that people didn't respect your food needs. People are so weird about that for realsies. My mom was always really good about that, honestly. So my boundaries around food are a lot better than they could be. But her rule was we needed to try a new food, and then if we didn't like it, we didn't have to eat any more of it. So, always good. Yeah, okay, definitely 5e then. I was pretty sure, but I also don't really know what I'm talking about, if we're being honest. So, because I just got obsessed with my little Blorbo and did not read as much as I should have to do that game. It was mostly me going off of vibes. Does he look silly like that? I think that's fine. I hadn't really planned how I was going to put him on the things, but I have like the little thanks for buying underneath that I want mostly covered by the sticker, so that you peel the sticker off and then it's like thanks, like a little surprise for you. Yeah, that's rough, Sparkle. Yes, I did say World of Darkness. And no worries, I'm always happy to repeat. I'm hard of hearing in my right ear, and sometimes I mumble, and sometimes my volume shifts really randomly because I'm like, am I talking really loud? I can't tell. So, yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. I still have a lot of the books, but a guy I dated was into it, and so I played that, and we broke up, and that was awful, but actually sold a specific World of Darkness campaign that I had that was a like ghost hunting vibe one. So I don't have the files anymore. I don't remember which computer they went down with, but I had like maps and character sheets and the whole kit and caboodle, where there were like 7 different ways to complete the campaign and stop the haunting, because I'm a crazy person. So yeah. But the whole idea was there was this church being haunted, and there were a couple ways that you could free the spirit who was doing the haunting, who was a disgusting human, so. Valid. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my big vibrate obsession is the Hunger Games. I'm never going to get over the Hunger Games. It's just not going to happen. And I need to see the new movie. I need to see the new movie so that I can hate it instead of worrying about it. Because I'm sure I won't like it. Because they never do these things right. I appreciate the original Hunger Games movies for what they were. And I think they got the flavor of the book right, even if they didn't like stick to the proper plot, really. Yeah, for sure. Fig Newton. That's kind of how I exist as a person. Just play with the little cutouts in my head. I have like if you follow me on Tumblr, which I know you do, but for other people, if you haven't been following my Tumblr, I've been insane about Hunger Games like all this year. I mean, I'm insane about it all the time, but I've been louder about it this year. And so because I finally read the prequel book that came out, I have like a fic most of the way written in my head that I'm never going to get around to actually writing about one of the characters and how they ended up from prequel to the Hunger Games series. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, East Coast. Yeah, we got a ways to go here. I cannot stay up until it's Christmas here. That's a bad idea for my brain. And my brother's going to be home at some point. He's working the church services, so he's been at church basically all day. He came home, he shoveled the driveway, he went back to church. Yeah. I figured just doing a late night vibe would be good. Yeah. Merry Crisis. That's one of the channel point redeems. Maybe I should make that less channel points for,
Happy Christmas.
yeah, the next
Christmas.
day and a half or whatever.
Merry Crisis.
Merry
Chrysler.
Chrysler. But I could probably make that cheaper. Oh, yeah. I don't remember neither. It's been so long since I did any of that. Because that was before my really bad depression slump that like destroyed my memory. So I don't remember like 4 or 5 years of my life. Wee. Which maybe is for the better. I was not in a great place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do still have those books. I haven't touched them in ages, though. I lent them to one of my brother's friends, and then they moved out of the state and gave them back. Excellent. Kettle. Yeah. I won't question it, Sparkle. I know how hard that struggle is. There was there was one party I went to ages ago, where somebody was being really hyperactive and really needed to go to sleep, and they were a little bit tipsy. So I legitimately, this is gonna sound weird, I'm just gonna say it, I legitimately pinned them down to their bed until they went to sleep. Which you guys can think about that on your own later if you want to, but we're not going to go into it right now. But I basically was like, okay, tell me a story. And I threw my leg over the top of them so that they couldn't move until they talked themselves to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. To comply with TOS, I have to say, please purchase books legitimately. Do that, even if the company is bad. But yeah. Well, I did donate like a lot of money to the Internet Archive this month, as a matter of fact. Be gay, do crimes, but not where I can get in trouble for them. Okay, thanks. Although really, I'm small enough, I don't think it matters. Although I guess there's few enough streamers today that maybe somebody will wander in, I don't know. Hi Twitch, if you're here. Love the platform. Could be better though, I'll be honest. $37 variants, okay. Change, replace, what are 15 class features, alright. And, okay, third-party variants, fine. I know they're saying you're the lightsaber, but it sounds like lightsaber to me. So that's canon now. Canon to my head. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and they're getting worse by the minute. Which, like, I could say boycott, but that doesn't do anything, like, because I don't touch their stuff anymore. But they sure did do a do when they laid off all those people right before Christmas. Okay, you go in here, thank you. Although really most things are owned by Wangs anymore, if we're being honest. 'Tis the way of our society. Thanks, capitalism. I guess it's capitalism and oligarchy's fault. Both of them. Gotcha. We sure do live in an economy. I'm not even sure if it can really be called an economy anymore, if we're being honest, but I'm sure some dude bro will come here and try to argue with me about it. Oh, I literally have not taken a single sip of my tea since I sat down. Thank God for the tea warmer. Thanks again, Aunt Karen. Sure, Sparkle, go for it. And I'm excited for tomorrow, not because it's Christmas, but because my brother will make Eggs Benedict, which is related to Christmas in my family. But oh, I'm putting that in a different direction than it was, which is going to make it messed up in the thing. So yeah, don't do that because that will mess with my brain later. I'm going to need to recount everything again at some point, but I don't need to do that now. Ugh. Yeah, as if. Careful management, my butt. Oh, I see, Sparkle. Real question for people who do the Christmas thing, or if you don't, I guess, and this applies to you. Has anybody ever seen actual mistletoe hung up in a house? I've seen plastic mistletoe hung up in a house. Yeah, I don't know. Does it still exist? Is it still out there somewhere? Were there mistletoe harvesters and farmers that were suddenly put out after like plastic became a thing in 1940 whatever? I don't know. Kind of like there used to be a market for just pineapples. You could rent pineapples to put in your house for a big party because it made you think that you were rich. Oh, is it? Okay, that makes sense. It's basically just, it looks like holly with white berries, pretty much. But I don't know much about it as a plant. Or why it became a thing to kiss under. Is it related to, like, some goddess that has a fertility thing going on? Gotcha, Sparkle. Yeah, we never had it in our house, but our decorating was a little random because, well, because my mom had the same brainworms as me. That's that's the short answer. So I do still have all of our Christmas ornaments in the basement. Well, almost all of them. I gave some to my dad, but that he asked for. Which I should really go through and separate out all the ones that are actually his and mom's and send those to him probably. Because I have like a bunch that they got for like their first married Christmas together and stuff. But interesting. See, I learned so many fun new facts when I stream. Really what it is instead of me Googling the random whims of my brain, it's somebody else Googling and telling me. Yeah, right? That's what I would think too. Oh, I did save the tea from my advent calendar today to drink during tomorrow's stream. Because it's an advent calendar that only had 24 things in it. Which I think of an advent calendar as 25 things, but nobody else agrees with me on that apparently. Excellent. That's even better, honestly. Just having those random facts in your brain is great. I love it. This tea warmer is so good. It's like the perfect temperature. I love this. Tape. That's the next step here. So, I guess I'm streaming 3 days in a row, huh? I was just going to say that I'm going to do the regular stream schedule this week as well as doing these 2 extra streams. So I'm going to stream 3 days in a row, which is new and different. But I also have like nobody else streaming this week. So I have a lot of extra time. So I might do more streams than that. We'll see. Although every time I've said that, I have not, in fact, done extra streams, so... $45. Wow, that's a lot of options. Huh. The edge of that's cut off. That's not great. Just didn't print well, which my printer kind of sucks, so that makes sense. I've been looking into getting like how much it would cost to get like a proper printer that I could do prints on, like art prints. Pretty expensive if I get a good one. Oh no! Good cry or bad cry? C-line, that's where you're going. I was cutting more tape, that's what I'm doing. Where did I put the tape? There it is. That's so funny! Oh my god. I love that. Humans are great. We've been making the same damn jokes for centuries. That's so perfect. That's so perfect. All right. Well, good work, team. That's so funny. I love it. How did he use jizz to reach the underworld? There's a quote. Did he poison somebody with it? It is poisonous, right? So did he poison himself to go to the underworld? That would make more sense. I was thinking like... I was thinking like he tricked somebody with it. Like, hey, if you let me into this secret place, I will give you some of Diodysis's jizz. Look, see it right here? It looks like jizz. Here you go. But it makes more sense to use it as a poison to kill yourself. Yeah. That's kind of like the obvious, but my brain was like, let's go full feral right now. Oh, I love this. 5 traits. Okay, sleep immunity. I need that. Not really, though. I like sleeping, even if I'm bad at it. That's so many! I do like a low light vision. Dark vision on my gnome was A+. Very useful. And even though it's supposed to be like they hang out in caves and stuff, I used it as she used to read under the covers with no lights. That was the headcanon. I have so many little facts about her in my brain that are never going to go anywhere. But like that's a lot of things. Oh, I just realized you straight up cannot see me cutting this tape, so you don't even know what's going on. I'm cutting tape. It's really not exciting, but just cutting little pieces of tape and sticking them on the edge of this board. I do have glue dots that I thought would be useful for this, but they're too sticky. And they bend the sticker when you pull them off, and I didn't like it. So. Just the clumsiest motherfucker that's ever walked the earth. I love that. It's on the scissors. All right. It's like I lost the tape. Not really, though. It's right there. Okay. I'm gonna forget where I set that the next time I need to pick it up. That's wild. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I like always feel like that, so it's probably nothing. Oh. Huh. I'm not familiar with that myth. Or I guess I should say that story. I feel like it's rude to call things myths when they're actually religious stories. Maybe you wave the stick and Cerberus goes after it. I don't know. So I think I'll probably pack one more set of stickers and then I'll probably go to sleepy buys because it is late for me. And also, well, I mean, it's later for everyone else time-wise, but I've been really good about my bedtime this year. So my self-imposed bedtime. So maybe after we'll see how long it takes to swatch because I'm not 100% sure how many paints are in there actually. Because yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow too for people who haven't heard me say that yet. My dad got me this set of new watercolor paints, and he went a little above and beyond, and he bought me every single paint that this company produces. This is a really cool company called Beam Paints, beam like a light beam, and they do sustainable packaging and sustainable words. I can use words. I know how to do that, probably. Sustainable harvesting methods for all the pigments and stuff like that, which is really cool. Ethically sourced mica for their sparkles and that kind of stuff. Yes, it is. It sure is. So I'm excited to open this. I opened the pack, like the box it shipped in, just to make sure we had what we were promised. But I haven't opened it to see what all the colors are yet. So we're going to be swatching all of these tomorrow. I'm starting stream at 1:30 Alaska time, which is 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. So I'll be doing that. Yeah, well, if you want to come see the swatch, you could pick out colors that you like. Because this is like all of them, which is wild to me. Yeah, pretty much, Kettle. Uh-huh. Which is kind of good for me because I'm not good at math, especially not improv math. So there was a lot of me going, how do I add 3 plus 4? Yeah, it's an expensive package. My dad was very kind. They did have a sale going on, so it wasn't as like, it wasn't regular price, but it's still like a lot, and I'm very excited to play with them. Because I have been trying to think more about like sustainability and stuff like that this year. In general. Which I say as I'm using a bunch of single-use plastic, but you know, baby steps. And really my impact is minimal. It's oil that's the issue. Which I live in a state where oil is a big thing, but you know, we can't be perfect. But I do prefer to use native-owned businesses if I can, or just smaller businesses. So like the people that I order my stickers from are also a small business in Portland, Sticker Ninja. I love them. If you want to get stickers made, I highly recommend them. They're a little bit more expensive, but that's because they actually treat their workers like humans, which is nice. And they are very, like, personable isn't exactly the word I want to use. You can tell that it's, like, actual people that you're dealing with because they act like people. So, like, on the proofs that you get to show you where, like, the cut lines and everything are, they sometimes add little notes if they like your stickers or if they change something or something like that. So, like, for one of my stickers, the artichoke, where are you? Right here. This one. When I ordered those, the person who did the proof was like, they love this sticker. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Thank you. So, 1, small business good. 2, small business nice to me. They also give you like a lot of extras. I got 1 sticker in the last order where I ordered 25 and I ended up with like 50 of them because they printed extra for me because they liked the design. So like definitely worth it. And the stickers that I bought that I'm packaging now, I got because they did a huge sale for them. So they don't do a lot of big sales because again, small business. But they did like a 25% sale on stickers and then a 20% sale on gift cards a little bit later. So I got all these stickers with the discount and my dad also got me a gift card to them, so I have more money to do stickers later, which is great because I am obsessed with stickers. I think something I want to do in the new year is figure out how to do sticker books. I think maybe that's next on the docket. Because I do have a sticker book that my friend Lib did, which is great, and I love it. But I would like to get one that has the stickers or the pages where you can like take them out and move them like a binder. I would like to do that. I also want to start keeping, sorry, I'm just rambling. There's no real purpose to any of this. But I guess that's why people show up to listen to me ramble, right? I did also realize that I can keep all of my stamps in a sticker book so that I can keep them all in the same spot in something that's big enough for me to find again instead of just like basically on a sheet of paper that can disappear any number of places in my home. Because I like the pretty stamps. I always buy pretty stamps. Yeah. Yes, the robin's egg one is so pretty. I love that one. You should look at the one of the palettes is called like Beaver's Pond or Beaver's Creek or something like that. That one, those colors are so pretty. Because there's like a green and I think the robin's egg blue. And then like one of their sparkly browns. That's like, that color palette is like, yes, I want to eat it. Because I did give my dad like a couple of the palettes and I was like, these would be like my short list of the ones that I want. Yeah. Yeah. They're all really pretty. I was looking at their sparkle ones too because I have some metallic watercolors, but I don't like the gold that's in my watercolor kit. I want like a richer gold. So I think one of theirs is going to be really good, but they have a couple of their sparkly ones that are just so pretty. Like, so there's like, it's called salmon or something, I think. Salmon flesh, something like that. That one's really pretty. But when I was looking at the metallics, I was having a hard time like narrowing down which ones I actually wanted. And there is one extra paint stone like on the side in a little baggie, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's like a gift. Is that a double color? Is it a color that's not in the other set? We're gonna find out tomorrow. If it is one that is a double, I might do a little giveaway or something. Yeah. Oh, Winsor Newton is good. Yeah, I don't know, because I haven't unwrapped the other stuff, right? So I don't know yet. We'll find out tomorrow. But I use mostly Danielle Smith watercolors, which again, not a cheap brand, but I really like them. They are a little difficult to use if you're like a beginner because of the granulation and the splitting in some of the colors. But I like that personally, so. But I got a travel palette set because I'm trying to get, that's the wrong side of the bag, dum-dum. I'm trying to get set up so that I can paint when I travel, so that I don't have to pause my Patreon every time my dad wants me to visit. But the travel palette came with 2, and I thought it was just 1, but there was actually 2. So I was thinking I might fill it up with like my standard colors and then do a little giveaway with that if people are interested. I know I have a couple of artists that follow me, but not like, that isn't my main draw or my main crew. My main crew is just people who think I'm neat, which is also excellent. Oh yes. Yeah, good luck, Kettle. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Yes, Merry Crisis.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Crisis.
Crisis.
Merry Chrysler. Oh, I turned some of these upside down. That's fun for me. So far I've managed to not sing along, but you can't see me mouthing along to all of these songs. I'm actually not shrimping Streamlabs, so watch yourself. Oh yeah, I have a shrimp emote. Look, I drew a little shrimpy. As one of my, is he a follower? I think he's a follower. Emote. Boop. Yeah, that guy. I am still working. I mentioned this the other day that I was going to start selling emote packs in my shop. And the shrimp is going to be one of them for a self-care pack. I am still working on those. The stretch guy that I have is going to be that one too, the animated one. And there's going to be an eat one and a sleep one. And I already finished the meds one. That's the other one. Somebody make it stop snowing, please. I'm over it. Yeah, if anybody wants a white Christmas, I'll take a video of the snow in the street light before I go to bed. Ugh. We've had so much snow. I feel bad for my brother because he's the one who does all the shoveling. He is much more fit than I am, but it's still been like a lot. And because we didn't get our garage roof fixed this summer around everything else that was going on, he has to go up and shovel the garage roof, which is like obnoxious. Yeah, get some rest, lady. Thanks for popping in. Good question. There probably is. You will want to look and make sure that they are light fast pigments that they're using. Sorry, I needed to think about that word really hard for a second there. Because some people will make watercolors out of like anything. Like I saw somebody making watercolors out of eyeshadow, which is not like it's fun, but it's not archival. So it's not going to last for a long time, you know? Because that's not what it's made for. Which is not to say you can't do that, just be aware of it. What's the last sticker we want to do? Do you guys have an opinion? So we have Tummy Trouble Survivor, we have Spooky Cutie with a Booty, which is Mothman. We have Rat Tholomew. Or we have the Spirit Terrarium. If anybody has an opinion, you can tell me and we'll work on that one. Oh, my neck hurts. It's almost like I was hunched over working on random shit all day today. Tummy, you got it. I'm really excited about that one, and other people seem to be most excited about that one, which I like. I'm glad. I do have a plan to make more of the body badges, so I have a No Knee Juice Club one that's already made. I want to do Bad Back Brigade. That's another one I want to do. Also, Bad Dad Club came up in another place that I hang out in, and I think I'll do that one. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I was thinking for swatching those, I might do... I also ordered a dot card of all of the Daniel Smith colors. So I thought I would do like 2 swatch sheets and do a light fastness one too. Yeah. Because, I mean, in Alaska, the light angle changes like a lot. So I don't have consistent light. But I do have very direct light for a lot of the summer. So I could tape it up in the window and have it be basically a year's worth of light in 3 months, which is ridiculous. But I might do that just because I can. I have the power. There is, what brand was that? Was it the Winsor Newton? I do have a blog post from somebody else who did a light fastness on, I think, Winsor Newton stuff that I can send you. Let me... I think I have that saved in one of my Discords. Hang on. That's not that. Yeah, pretty much. Although I'm not that far north. I'm in Anchorage, which is pretty far south. For Alaska at least. We're at ref in here, maybe? There's so much crap in this Discord. This one. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, here it is. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna explode? Okay. There we go. That's the one for Winsor Newton. Light fastness test. Since that's what you said that you're... Yeah, they, yeah. There's some that you can do that with, but I I don't remember which. I think it's white pine, maybe. And there's also pieces of pine bark that you can eat. Same with cedar. But I will not do that if I can avoid it. Because, like, I don't even like rosemary needles in food. Like, I like rosemary, but I don't like the needle texture. It is uncomfortable in my mouth. Oh yay, we're having another pressure drop. That's why my head hurts. That explains everything. Thank you, Snow. I'm gonna stay put. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. They are pretty crumpsh, and I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. I don't like a lot of texture variants personally in food. So like when they're like, add some nuts for a little crunch, I'm like, don't do that. I don't want that. I want it to be the same bite effort throughout the whole thing that I am eating. Thank you. Which I'm aware is like, yeah, I'm neurodivergent. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I do love a goop. I do. Like, I'm not even, this is going to be a controversial take. Are you ready? Controversial take. I'm not even a huge fan of chocolate chip cookies because, like, you have the nice crisp cookie texture, but then you hit the chocolate chip that requires more effort to bite through. How am I supposed to know how hard to bite? Because every bite is different. I don't like it. Like, I'll eat them. And my favorite cookie, to be clear, is an oatmeal scotchy, which has butterscotch chips in it. But it's different because butterscotch chips are not as hard as chocolate chips. Yeah, I don't like those ones either. Which is the original chocolate chip cookie was actually chocolate chunk, in case anybody was wondering. Made by Toll House. Which would be a restaurant that was a Toll House, in case anybody was wondering. I do have saved somewhere the original, like a scan of the original cookbook that the chocolate chunk cookies came out in. And if I remember right, it's on the same page as cornflake cookies, which sound a little strange to me. But again, I don't want something to be like super crunchy and then soft. I just want one or the other, which is why popcorn is the king of all foods to me. Crunch, crunch. Yeah. There's a lot of really interesting recipes you can find. And thanks to archive.org, you can find a lot of those. Good recipes too. I mean, not just, you know, smoked salmon in aspic or whatever. But like the Betty Crocker cookbook that I grew up with was from like the 50s, back when they still listed like lard as an option instead of butter, which they don't do anymore. But those recipes are just so much better than any of the modern ones. Like, stop being scared of fats and sugar. It's delicious. So my dad actually bought us a copy that's the same as my mom's. Because every time I was going down there, I was taking photos from the book so that I would have the right recipe that I wanted. Because it's straight up not the same as on the website anymore. And they like, I don't know, the vibes are different. The vibes don't match. So like the biscuit recipe was the worst offender, in my opinion, because instead of doing like roll out and cut out biscuits, I do drop biscuits, which you just add more milk, but I add extra stuff in them too. But yeah, they did. And also Oreos we got fooled by an imposter. Hydrox was the original cookie. Fun little history facts. But yeah, I do like a good vegetable shortening because it's so easy to use and it keeps forever. But I love that. How do I say that? Oreofication? That doesn't seem right. Oreofication. Oreocation. I don't know. I see him around. He doesn't caption his videos, so I tend to not watch them if I'm being honest. Like if somebody posts, like I follow him on TikTok and on Instagram, but if you don't caption your video, so I have to turn the sound on, I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, he's fun. For sure. But yeah, I can't hear without me captions. I mean, I can, but I can't. You know how it is, I'm sure. I do think it's fun that he's like a concert pianist, right? But he ended up doing recipes, and it's good. Oh no. Oh no. But he was actually writing some sort of graduate paper, which is why he started doing the recipes, I guess. He mentioned that in one of the videos. Which is cool. I think that's really cool. To be clear. Love a weirdly specific thesis. Yeah, I've seen that too. And I don't know, I've never seen somebody who looked like they belonged with an accordion more in my life than that man. He looks like he belongs with an accordion. It also makes sense that he's a pianist when you see his hands, because he has like crazy long fingers. I'm not quite gonna get through all of tonight without opening the new bag of bags. That's a great sentence. But I did have to order more because I realized that I didn't have as many as I thought I did. And they got here yesterday, which is great. They got here just in time. I was worried they weren't going to show, but now I have enough bags. I'm going to need to finish bagging these at some point, but I probably won't do that on stream unless you guys are like super into it, because it is something that's pretty nice to do while I'm just like chilling in somebody else's stream or whatever. Well, I guess I'm not going to be doing much of that next week, and I would like to get these ready, so we'll see. I do also, if I finish that sheet, which I should, I'm not finishing sentences in a way that makes sense to anybody. If I finish the green critter sheet, which I think I'll be able to, I'm not sure what I want to do for art for the next week, because I need to wait for my patrons to finish voting on the color and focus for January before I can actually start on it. Wild concept, but I should probably make more color cards. Maybe we'll do that. That would make sense. So you can watch me look at every single art supply I own and see which ones match color-wise. But since I have new watercolor paints, I could probably use those as a base for some new colors. which would be good. I would love it if the color dot sheet that I ordered would actually ship anytime so that I can use it. Because that was part of the point of getting that. I do have, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but I do have the full DMC thread embroidery floss color chart that has like the actual thread in it so you can see what it actually looks like, which is really helpful so that I know which colors I want to buy to match with this other stuff that I'm doing. So that's good. But I did order the Daniel Smith dot card in October, and it still hasn't shipped, which is a little worrisome. So we'll see if they just end up canceling my order. Yeah, I have the 6-strand stuff. I also have some of the metallic stuff, so what do they call it? The diamond filament stuff. I have a few of those. It's so much easier to use than just regular metallic floss. Oh my god, these are everywhere. Even with my trick, you get some of them because they're just so staticky like that. Like, get out of my way. But I just have like one box of stuff and I've been supplementing that with other stuff that I've been buying. Which really is the way to do it instead of just purchasing 6 million colors and then having to store them all. But it does make pulling for the color cards a little difficult because I made the cards that I make for the color and focus project like this, where I have the different mediums on here that all are, in my opinion, a close enough color match. So I've been putting like a little DMC thread color there, just so that I don't have to think about it as hard once I pull the card. That part's already ready. Also, I just think it looks nice when I'm pulling them for the reels and the other short viddies that I gotta post everywhere, because that's what being an artist means now. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. When did that happen? What's time? I don't understand. There's 2 backings to that. That's not what I want. I'm probably not going to finish all the Tummy Trouble ones, because like I said, the plain glossy ones I have more of than the sparkly ones, so. Shrimp, 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 shrimp. Shrimp heaven now! It makes me think, was it a TikTok? I feel like it's probably a TikTok or some other similar, where that person's in that plastic shrimp costume dancing to the song and you can hear it flopping around. Yeah. Oh, that's good though. Get the free shrimpies. It's nice to have people who like get you and will bring you food. I don't know, people get so up their own butts about stuff when you don't want to do the things that they like doing, or like how, not even, that isn't even correct. It's like you aren't doing things the way they view as normal, and they get up their own butt about it and think that it means you hate them. And it's like, nah, man, I just want to chill by myself. It has nothing to do with you, until you make it even worse by being a butthole about it. Like, come on. I'm a person who prefers my own company to pretty much anything else that you could possibly bring up, so. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I do enjoy doing the streaming stuff and being in streams. That's like how I get most of my socialization anymore. Because I have more control over it. So like if I get overwhelmed when I'm in a stream, I can say BRB and I can go and turn out all the lights and take off my headphones and have a second, you know? But if you do that with people in the room, like legitimately, they get weirded out. Unless you like, there are some people who definitely get it and some people who don't, but like whenever I get overwhelmed or if somebody says something that's upsetting to me, I can just like remove myself from the situation for a little bit. So yeah, I feel that. The constant, like the way people think it's appropriate to talk to other people in a party environment is like really weird to me. Yeah, there are good conversations to be had. I don't know. Sometimes people just don't get it on a fundamental level. Yeah. I mean, I was there for a long time. I haven't been back in a long time, but yeah, and it's like a lot of times people, if you don't show up to things a lot, they'll make a big deal when you do show up and like make fun of you for not having shown up, and it's like you aren't making me want to ever show up again. What you're telling me is that if I show up, I have to deal with this bullshit. So why would I continue to show up? Right? Like, because I don't know. I was definitely that elusive teenager who, when I came out of my room, people were like, oh, look, she finally surfaced. She's still alive. And I'm like, how about you just get off my dick? And because I also, like, I grew up in church with my mom and my dad and my brother and all that stuff, but I stopped going when I was like 15. And people started doing that to me too. And I was like, okay, well, you guys were important when I was a child, so I'm like showing up for an important event because that's appropriate and you were important to me. But if you're gonna be a dick about it, then I just won't deal with you ever again. And that's fine. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. I bet a cat would really love to step right here and knock over this whole pile of stickers. I bet that's like a little cat dream. It's how you achieve cat nirvana. So I think I'm going to finish this group of tape that I just cut, and then I will call it a night because I would like to go to bed. And by go to bed, I mean make popcorn and sit in my bed and play a video game.
You know
Hey!
I don't have enough
Hi,
money
Lib!
to make
It's Lib! Everybody say hi to Lib! Lib is the reason I drew this in the first place. Fun fact. Also, Lib has their own command. Hi! Merry Christmas! How's it going? You just gave me my first bits ever, just for the record. You are special. You're my friend. Liv is very cool. If you haven't hung out with Liv before, highly recommend. They're a very fun person. And also they sell a bunch of stickers that are really cute. And I don't have any within reaching distance right now. Otherwise, I would be showing you. Because they're all on my personal stuff, which is in my bedroom. Instead of out here in the living room where I stream like a weirdo. And also it's nice to know that the bit alerts I just put in actually work. It's about to be 9:00 p.m. I'm in the past, very far in the past. Not as far past as you can get in the US though, because Hawaii is an hour behind us. Yeah. And it's like 1 a.m. for you, right? I can do math still. I'm still awake enough for that. Yeah. Well, I have to think about it, right? So the last like office job I worked, I was working in a textbook store and I had to call a bunch of publishers who are mostly on the East Coast. So I had to do a lot of time math all the time. Which I guess I'm a little out of practice, but a lot of my streamers are on East Coast time, so I do think about it occasionally. Because nobody at like Pearson or McGraw-Hill is going to think about where they're calling and what time it is there. They're just going to be like, why haven't you paid the invoice at like 4 a.m. our time? Which the answer is because they listed their fax number wrong on their website for a really long time, in case anybody was wondering. Yeah. There are a lot of jobs that you need to do that for anymore, like anything involving insurance, for sure. But a lot of other ones you don't think about, like the publishing stuff. That's 2. I don't want 2 of you. I want 1 of you. Thank you. In the bag. Thank you. Now, you're just gonna be a little bit of a butthole, aren't you? It's okay. I'm thinking, this is a secret for everybody in chat. I'm not gonna post about it on socials. Are you guys ready for a secret? You ready? Basil simple syrup sounds delicious, Fig. I love that. I would put that in everything, and it would be a problem. I think I'm going to do some sticker giveaways tomorrow, guys. But it's a secret. I'm not going to post about it on socials. I'm just going to do it in here. A secret for everybody. Because I want to give away gifts. And the best gift I can give you is my own art. That's not conceited at all. So, and that will include the new designs. So we'll probably do a couple single stickers and then I'll probably do a sticker sheet. And also, I mentioned this last stream, but I will also do a coupon code coming up soon. So if you want to order a bunch of stickers, and I'll try to make sure all the new designs are up before I do the coupon code, because my family has a tradition called the New Year's Bear, who is a bear that comes after Santa has gone and brings you the things that you didn't get for Christmas that you wanted. So I do a discount code usually around New Year's every year. So I'll do that again. And try to have these new designs up so that people can get them. Which really just involves convincing my brain to actually write product descriptions. Because that's the part that I have trouble convincing my brain to do the most. I don't know why. It's one of those things. I think maybe it's like a combo of like boring background work that doesn't feel like you actually did anything, and I have to talk about my own stuff in a positive way, which is difficult. So it's like difficult brain work on 2 angles. Yee! Stickers! I'm so excited about this. My dad also got me a gift card to Sticker Ninja, like a big one. So there will be definitely more stickers coming soon. I did almost finish the Green Critters sticker watercolor today. That one's going to be a sticker sheet. And they're all going to have little like punny sayings that go with them, like encouragements. Oh, thank you. These are Espionage Cosmetics nail wraps. I highly recommend them. They have a lot of cool stuff. It's espionage, like, to spy. And they've been doing a lot of sales recently. I'm not sure why, but I won't argue with it. These ones are frozen something or other. It was supposed to be like a Midgard frost giant pattern on them, I think. But they have a bunch of like nerdy ones, which is really cool. Like I have Star Trek ones from them. They did a limited run of like Beatles Yellow Submarine ones. They have ones that are like prints from books that are really cool. Yeah, you should. But I was saying, the green critters, they're gonna have little sayings like the idea was like a 90s sticker that you would get from your teacher for doing a good job on your homework, like that kind of vibe. So like the frog's gonna say great progress. The snake's gonna say sensational work. Stuff like that. So I'm excited about those. Because the idea was like, I don't know about anybody else, but a sticker gives me some serotonin. So if I accomplish something and I give myself a little sticker that says I did a good job, I get so much dopamine. So, and I like that idea, the kind of positive vibes. That's what we're aiming for. That is crooked as hell. What are you doing? Yeah. Exactly. I do have I have so many sticker ideas. Stickers are just so versatile and they're cool and they're affordable and it's great. I'm never gonna stop making stickers. I also want to make more terrariums like I did for last month's. Yeah, exactly. But I want to make more like these because I really like this idea. And since Sticker Ninja does clear stuff, I could make one that just had like a clear background, which would be really cool. I saw somebody, Sticker Ninja on Instagram reposted some clear ones that somebody did where there were like fish in bags. I thought that was such a cool idea. That's not what I'm grabbing. I'm grabbing this. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I will say again that I'm going to be live again tomorrow. So I'm going to finish however much tape I cut and then go to bed because I don't know. I have a self-appointed bedtime, and by self-appointed I mean my brain tries to eat itself if I'm not in bed at 11. Hi, Tempest. Hi, Tempest. Oh, you also said that she just wanted to curl up on my chest. I didn't read that out loud, and I did see it, and then didn't react to it at all. Brain worms, what they like. I miss having a kitty. Hopefully at some point my brother and I are gonna get kitties. We've talked about it. A titten. So she likes to sit on tits? Is that the idea? Out of ammo for what? Question mark? Should I be concerned? Do you need an alibi? That's cute. Our old cat Jack, who I'm sure I've showed you photos of, he got super snuggly in his old age. And because I'm basically always sitting down like a weirdo, he loves snuggling with me because I just sit in the same spot for ages and ages. And I also had the glorious heated blanket, which he'd figured out how to turn on himself. So I had to unplug it whenever we left the house. Uh-oh. What game are you playing, Grim? Did you say that and I missed it? I'm trying to think of what you've been playing lately, and my brain is just not going to give it to me. Ah, I see. I would have gotten it wrong anyway. Oh, I can feel my painkiller wearing off. That's fun. Yeah, maybe I need to make a smirk emoji. Or emote, I guess is what they call it. Because I do have some slots that I could fill. Har har. Yeah. Slots to fill specifically with things that move. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Fig. For sure. Been there, done that. Okay, I've got like a handful of tape left. Then I don't know if anybody else is even live. Like, it's late. And I guess it's early some places, but that sure is something. What's that? I'm trying to remember that one drink that's like goat's milk and beer and it sits in your stomach like a rock. And that kind of has the same vibes. Not gonna lie. I've been sitting here for like 2.5 hours and I have not finished my tea. Those are the vibes. I made that. I was like, I'll have a little tea. Oh, that would be so good. Ugh. I stopped drinking, but that sounds delicious. I have a smoked tea though that I drink sometimes when I'm missing my Lagavulin. Stick. Thank you. Yeah, basil syrup sounds good. There was a recipe I made a bunch when I was in high school that was pumpkin pancakes, which I don't even like pancakes, but I'll eat them if there's pumpkin in them, and tarragon whipped cream, which sounds super weird, but it was so delicious. Yeah, I just entirely stopped drinking, which for reasons we don't need to bring up today. Yeah, lemon is good too. But I think a tarragon syrup would also be really tasty. Although I don't know if there's like some reason that wouldn't work very well. Can you stay, please? Thank you. Orange simple syrup would be good too. We have a bunch of lemons because my brother is going to make hollandaise tomorrow. Because we do eggs Benny for Christmas. Indeed. There's a place up here who is, they are known for like their cocktails and stuff. and really more known for their bacon of the month. They do a bunch of bacon stuff. But they have like special fancy sodas that they do with different simple syrups. And there's one that they call the rhubarby that's done with rhubarb syrup, and it's so good. Like, I could suck down enough of those to hurt myself pretty easily, even though there's no booze. Just drink an entire pound of sugar. Oh, that would be good, orange cream. Especially with real orange. I don't know, I'm not huge on artificial citrus flavors. So, real orange is definitely preferable. Okay, 3 stickers remain. Well, 3 pieces of tape. There's more stickers, but then I'll see if anybody else is live, which I kind of doubt that there's anybody I know who's going to be up right now, but that's okay. We could end without rating anybody. That's allowed. I usually don't do that, but... Yeah, That is indeed a thing. Say something nice about myself. Okay. I think I'm doing a really good job. I can say words. Really good job right now of respecting my own limits. Because I'm doing a stream at a weird time, which I wanted to do, but I'm also ending at a time that's reasonable for my regular schedule, which I think is very smart and sexy of me. No, I don't. That's on the docket for next year. Hopefully. Well, we'll see, as long as nothing else explodes. But I would like to start doing that. The issue is definitely like breaking into that, because like my sale numbers right now are not good enough probably to get into like fair or something. Because I'm still baby. So, but hopefully I would like to, which is part of why I do all the packaging like this. If I start it like this now, then it won't be as much of an issue later. The Italian mistake. Love that. And as we all know, this is a joke for Lib and only Lib. Lib loves Italians. So Lib has made plenty of Italian mistakes. But I do, going back to the wholesale thing. Yeah, I want to start selling stuff at the Saturday market up here, which again is why the individual packaging, because I got to get some of that sweet, sweet tourist money. But that would need to be individual packaging. So I'd like to start selling at in-person places, which is part of why I do this. And also I'm just weird. I'm just very specific about everything all the time forever. So I just do things the way that I think looks nice, even if it's not the smartest way to do it. But like, this is how I organize my stickers. I'm a crazy person, in case you didn't know. Everything's arranged alphabetically. So yeah. I used to have my stickers in those little like coupon accordion folders, but we've gotten to the point where I have so many stickers they don't fit in those anymore. And also I can show you guys how this works because we filled up the piece of tape with all the little do's and bobs on them. So now they, for the most part, they stick to this, and then I can just throw it away without having a whole bunch of them stuck to me. So, yeah. And some of these came in pretty curled from Sticker Ninja, which is totally fair. That's not like an issue. I just noticed it. And because I pack them like that and put them in between basically pieces of acrylic board, they flatten out pretty well. Yeah, this is my fancy trick. I need to record a reel with that in it because I think it's a good tip for people. Maybe that will make me finally go viral. I don't know. I don't think I'd do well with going viral, if I'm honest, but just a little bit of viral for the monies. So yeah, so this just goes right in the trash and then I'm all set. Oh, that's something. Yeah, I don't know. I have some tips. Just the things that people are most impressed by when I come up with tips are things that I've done because my brain doesn't work. So that's fun. Yeah, exactly, Fig Newton. Like, just viral enough for like all my stickers to sell out of my shop. And then we'll be good, and then everything will be fixed forever. That's how it works, right? But I have a lot of like weird tips because my brain doesn't work. I've said this one specifically, I remember, on your comics multiple times, where the like free trial of something that will charge you after a while, like after a month or whatever, whenever I sign up for one of those, I put an alarm in my calendar for 3 days before the thing is going to charge me so that I remember to cancel. That's a good one. You guys can steal that because otherwise I forget. Okay, I can just put these. This was this bag. I can put this in the folder, and that will be fine. But yeah, I do a lot of that stuff because yeah, my brain don't work. But that's okay. I manage. Yeah, yep, also good. And one of the things my brother and I do is if we need to remember something, we'll tell the other person that we're gonna forget it. And then that's like a loophole into your own brain. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good with meds as long as I have as long as I sandwich it between other tasks. So like my vitamins specifically in the morning, I take between when I've eaten my orange and when I eat my grape tomatoes, which is 2 parts of the same breakfast that I eat every single day. Because so I'll finish my orange and I'll go, wait, I'm supposed to do something, right, pills, and then I eat the grape tomatoes. That's how it works. And it's just, I don't know, man. Brains. They're sure something. Okay, Twitch is gonna take 6 years to load now. And I'll see if anybody I know is live. Bet not, though. Oh, Carl's live. Let's go read Carl. I like Carl. Am I going to be able to type out the right number of things? I do eat tomatoes every morning, Liv. Grape tomatoes. I really like tomatoes. I have always loved tomatoes. Like, I'm crazy about tomatoes. Oh my god. Buddy, get with the program, please. Lib doesn't like tomatoes. We were talking about this the other day. It just means that I'll eat the tomatoes that you don't want, Lib. Like, it saves us both. It really does. Truly. Yes, Alaska does get bad tomatoes, and I would still rather eat bad tomatoes than eat no tomatoes. I will say the ones at Costco are better because Costco has their own shipping chain versus everybody else. So, but every time I'm in the lower 48, 3, 4, 1, 2, I think that's right. I'll switch over to my ending screen before I click that through. Yeah, the tomatoes up here are sad, but I still like them. I like tomatoes that much. Okay, let's go to our ending screen. I've always loved tomatoes. I don't know. They slap. I love them. Like, I would legitimately just eat Roma tomatoes like apples for lunch. I used to do that as a kid. I don't know. Maybe it's because I need more vitamins. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Every time I'm in the lower 48, I get tomatoes. And corn. We don't get good corn up here either. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't get good stuff up here. But we do get really slammin' fish. So, slammin' salmon, if you will. So we're gonna go right Carl, if I've spelled his name correctly. Their name correctly? I think he's he, they. If I remember right. Carl is somebody I met through Lib, and they're super sweet, and they have a really nice voice. So I think it'll be a nice wind down for us. I'll probably just stay there for a little bit and then wander off. Because I want to go to bed. So thank you so much, everybody who showed up and hung out, and thanks for the first bits I've ever gotten, Lib. It's good to see ya. I will be back on tomorrow at 1:30 Alaska time, 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Eastern time. And I will be swatching all of those cool new watercolors from Beam Paints. So if you guys want some place to hang out on Christmas, if you want to escape some family time, if it's just a regular Monday for you and you're looking for something to do, you can come hang out with me. I'll be here. It's great. So thank you so much. I love and appreciate you all so, so much. Remember, you're loved. Be kind to and take care of yourself. And if you can't do that for yourself, please do it for me, because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things. And that includes from yourself. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.